Hey guys, my name is Just Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 3/4 of my F1 2019 career mode. I'm just going to say part 4 for the next Azerbaijan Grand Prix because that's the 4th race. I'm not going to count the F2 Championship, but anyway, we've got 2 upgrades going on the car for this Chinese Grand Prix. If you didn't watch the last 2 videos, I recommend you go watch them now. The Australian and the Bahrain Grand Prix, pretty decent results in both of them. But yeah, next up it's the Chinese Grand Prix. So like, our car's not exactly the best around, like, it's not going to, on paper, our car, apart from the last sector, is not going to be good around this track. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit dodgy, but hey, it is what it is, and hopefully it can, like, hopefully we can rewrite the rule book. But anyway, after practice, as I've said in the last video, I'm not going to show practice anymore, unless something happens in it, but we get 340 resource points and move up into 815 in total. So that's enough for another minor upgrade to be able to go on the car. I'm not sure if I will do a minor upgrade or just save it, or maybe do a reliability upgrade. I mean, I don't know. It's only the 3rd race of the season. We've only completed 2, so I'm not sure how reliable our car parts are. But going off other people's career modes, the gearbox wears so fast. So maybe that's going to be somewhere we should look in towards for durability, and yeah, maybe that's something that we should look towards, so that we don't have any problems, especially like because you get a new gearbox every 6 races. Monaco is the 6th race of the season, so maybe that might be a problem. We might have gearbox problems there if we don't go for durability. But at the same time, with this Williams being so bad and so like what it is, I don't really want to be wasting resource points on durability, but it contradicts, like, not contradicts itself, but it's, I don't know, half of me wants to go durability just so I can get, like, I don't lose positions to like dodgy gearboxes and stuff, but half of me also wants to go for more like better upgrades so our car's faster to get into those positions to lose them in the first place. But I don't know, I think I'm gonna probably go with the gearbox, because yeah, we're gonna go for the gearbox just in case. But with that being said, let's go into qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix, where hopefully we don't get much wear on this gearbox.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
So here we are in qualifying, and this is gonna be, I think this is the start of my first run. Yeah, I think I only do one run, to be honest with you. But yeah, I doubt we'll be able to get into Q2. It's a very rare thing, if this throughout the season, and especially at the 3rd race of the season, where our cars not really got that many upgrades. We've got 3 upgrades towards the aerodynamics and 1 towards the chassis and durability ones, of course. But at the end of the 1st sector, we set 25.2. Not sure if that's good or not yet, because no one else has set a faster sector. Someone else has one of the, I think that's a, I can't really tell, I think it's a Haas. They've set a lap time, well, 1st sector anyway, not sure what it is, but this S section, I lose so much time because I have to lift off and stuff. Like, it's so slow compared to the faster cars. That's where the aerodynamics needs to be upgraded, but up to the line, the 2nd point, we're 1.5 seconds slower than Charles Leclerc. That is like, considering we're the back marker, that's like normal. That's where he probably should be, and like with the midfield. But that is after 2 sectors. We still have this long ass straight, which we probably will gain some time compared to like the Honda and the Ferrari and the Renault power cars and all the other cars that haven't got Mercedes power units, because this Mercedes power unit is so good in a straight line. But through the hairpin, we've got 1 more corner to go, we're already basically like past the time of the clerk. Up to the line, it's going to be a 1:36.968. I'm pretty sure that says. But we do go for another run, but we get for some reason my second run we're so like slow. So that lap time you just saw was the only lap time I did actually set, because the other one was just down on the time by miles, like 5 tenths I think it was. But we're actually not qualified last. Kimi Raikkonen has actually qualified last behind us. George Russell comes 16th, so we've been out qualified by him. I think that's the first time this career mode that I've been out qualified by my team. No, it's not Australia. He out qualified me at the first race of the season. So hopefully we can start out qualifying him at more Grand Prix. We've got not Austria. Azerbaijan is the next Grand Prix, so that's going to give us a good chance to like at least get points. That's probably our best chance until Italy or Monaco, depending on what the strategy is we do. But that is qualifying done. 19th position. I probably should have took a new power unit for this Grand Prix, but I completely forgot to. I realised as soon as I started the race I probably should have done that. So we're going to have to not take any penalties. We'll probably have to take penalties further on down the line. But let's go to the race for the Chinese Grand Prix.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Pierre Gasly and Verstappen, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Grosjean and Lucas Faber, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Stroll, Albon, Russell, Lando Norris and Devon Butler. Joker and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are, sat on the grid ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. It's going to be another one-stop strategy, the mediums to the hards, just like the other 2 Grand Prix we've already done. And yeah, that is probably the best strategy for us. It's a one-stop, having less pit stops to do. And also, before this race starts, may I just say that please wait in the top left does not go away. And it is so annoying, and I don't know why it's there. It's a bit of a glitch that's also I found for another Grand Prix. I'm not sure what race it was, but I found it later on through the season. I've recorded up to Canada at the time of recording this voiceover. Canada is recorded, so France is my next one to actually drive. I'm currently halfway through editing Monaco, and this is the China is the one to voice over. Got Azerbaijan and Spain after this one, but as we are lining up on the grid ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix, we need to get a good start into turn 1. Well, I'm going to go for the outside line into turn 1, just to dodge every other car, just so I try and get as little damage as possible. We've got 5 lights out of the Chinese Grand Prix, and there's a long hold, but lights out and away we go. And once again, we've had an awful start compared to the AI. Butler's got away from us. Kimi Raikkonen's already side by side with us. As we head into turn 1, we're going to go round the outside. There's also a yellow flag. Why is that? It's because bloody Lucas Weber has been spanned. I think he's spanned off one of the Hasses of Roman Grosjean, I'm pretty sure it is, who's now just gone up my inside. This is on board him. That's actually the Renault. He's ploughed into the side of the Renault and just lost the rear end. That's on board of Grosjean. This is on board of Carlos Sainz, and just he gets him. Carlos Sainz, I feel sorry for. He's got mugged by like 5 cars there because of Lucas Weber there. But we're up into P10. We've gone from P19 P10. I said I wanted a good run. I said the outside line was probably going to be the best as we go very deep into that hairpin there. Jesus Christ, as I said in Bahrain, this car's got no brakes, and that just goes to show that I'm right. As now Hulkenberg's going to go round outside into this long sweeping left-hander but the aerodynamics is key here, and as I said, we don't really have any on this car. This car is awful, so that's why we went really wide on the right-hander, but we've still managed to keep P10 from the German there, but I don't think it's going to be much as we go into the hairpin at the end of the long straight. He's at the inside line. We're going to try and hold it round the outside. Are we going to be able to do it? We go on the curb a little bit there, but we've managed to hold the position, but he's still there though. He's going to have the outside line for turn 1. We will squeeze him probably off the track, and we're going to hold on to P10 there. But lap 2, there's yellow flags behind us. Why is this? I think some cars retired by the looks of the mini-map. It's Lance Stroll, the Canadian, is out of the Chinese Grand Prix, and this is what happened to him. His engine just blew up and smoke's just pouring out of the back of his car. That seems to be the common theme. Russell that had that. Russell, Kimi Raikkonen, and now Lance Stroll. All the retirements from the season. I'm not going to count myself because that's not mechanical. Mechanical, in total, there's 4 retirements already. But we lost the back end going into the chicane there before this long straight. That gave Hulkenberg a good run on us, but we're still side by side going down the straight, and we're through turn, I think it's turn 12, the long sweeping right-hander. We're still side by side, but here we go. He's now put up into like overtake mode or something. He's going to go fully to the right-hand side, closing the corner angle for himself. We're going to hopefully hold it around his outside, or maybe do the under and over on him. But we're going very wide on the hairpin. That's not a very good thing, and that's not something we should be doing. But we're going to have the inside line going into the final corner. We're going to squeeze the net out wide. He's still there though. He is going to have DRS as well as on us. No, he's not actually, because it's only lap 2. I thought it's lap 3, but here he goes up the inside. It's not even bloody Hulkenberg, it's Perez, who we're going to try and hold round the outside into turn 1/turn 2. Are we going to be able to have the inside eye for turn 3? Yes, we will. Only just though, but the aerodynamics, he's being able to get on the power a lot earlier than us, and this is what it means. It means he's going to get a better exit. He's also going to have the inside line going to this little right-handed kick. He's going to have the inside line going into the hairpin. We're going to hold it around the outside, going very deep, and we are going to have a better exit than the Mexican. But speaking of which, I say that this car has there's no traction on exit, but we still hold the position going into the sweeping left-hander. So that is a wonderful defensive drive from me, if I do say so myself. But on lap 4, our old F2 teammate Timo Werner, nice. Lucas Weber had a little go at us into the little chicane there before the straight. But speaking of which, we are going to be vulnerable considering we are the leader of this train. They're all going to have DRS and slipstream. We defend the inside. We're going to fully to the right of the track, cut in front of our old teammate, but that's going to give Perez a chance to overtake both of us. Is he going to be able to hold the move? Will we lunge up the inside to get the position back? We're up the inside. He locked up. He has a big lock up there, and we managed to hold on to P10 just for now. But going on to lap 5 into the hairpin, we are going to go very deep by the looks of it. Yes, we will, because these brakes are awful. That gives buddy Lucas Weber a very good run on us through the round the left-hander, and we just managed to hold on to position there as he backs out of it. But lap 5 going into the hairpin, here he comes again. He's going to have the inside line. Can we hold it around the outside? No, we're not going to try to under and over on him. We're going to get a better exit. No, we're not. I say that again. On the start of it, we had a better exit, but then he managed to get back in front of us. We go very wide because of dirty air into the final corner. We have DRS and slipstream and rich mix. Will we be able to get past Lucas Weber into turn 1? We're actually going to lose the position to Perez now, so we could have the inside line into turn 1 for Perez, but we'll be able to have a look up the inside of turn 2 on Weber. No, we won't, and unfortunately I think that's us losing the points paying position, which is a bit unfortunate on lap 5/lap 6 actually. But speaking of lap 6, at the end of that, into the hairpin, Perez just like torpedo his way past us. The straight line speed of that force engine is the same as ours, but I know it's just a lot better car in general. But we managed to hold around the outside into the hairpin. But it's going to give Perez the DRS once again down the start finish road. We get a little bad exit as we go on the power onto the curb, and we lose the back end just a tad. We're just going to let the car go past and have the sweep around the outside where the AI is slower. We can go faster around the outside if we sweep. As you can see now, we're actually gaining a lot of time. We're going to have the inside eye for turn 3 though, which is basically the exit, so that's going to give us a better chance. Will we though? We're going to go side by side still. He's going to have a good exit though because of the straight line speed and the momentum. He's going to have the position taken from us. We've dropped down the P12. Will we lunge on the inside into the hairpin? We're going to have a look. Yes, we will. We're up the inside into the hairpin, just getting it stuck on the apex. And that is a lovely move there. We've swapped positions and we swapped them back. But on lap 7, still into the final, well, into turn 12, I'm pretty sure. This long sweeping right hand. We go on the curb. It slows us from turning in. It's given Hulkenberg, who we haven't seen for a couple of laps, he's going to give a good chance to go past us. But look how much this bloody Mercedes power unit is overpowered. He's going to get DRS now though, and look how much DRS helps. We go past him just on pure power, but DRS he has open, and he's pulling away from us and overtaking us even more. But we're going to hold it around the outside. We squeeze him a little bit there, a little bit of contact as well. And we're going to hold it around the outside, and we're going to have the inside eye for the final corner. Can we squeeze him out? We're still side by side. I think he's just going to have DRS going down the start finish straight, which is a bit unfortunate. We're going to have to defend the inside line now. Here he goes. He's going to have DRS. Oh, is he going to... Well, we haven't got DRS, but Perez, once again, is just going to go straight past both of us. He's going to try to double overtake, and I probably will concede the position round here. On lap 8 here, which is a bit unfortunate. I would rather be P11, just in case any of the front runners, the top 10, DNF, and then that'll give us a points per position. But we do hold the position of Perez, and now Albon, out of nowhere, has overtaken both of them. He's gone up our inside into the hairpin. We're going to sweep around the outside like we've done many times on other cars, and we're going to be able to hold the position. It's easier to defend from the Toro Rosso there because of that Honda power unit. It's not as fast as its Mercedes, and it's not as fast as the Renault or the Ferrari. I don't think personally it probably is, to be honest, but we just managed to get the position or hold the position easily. But speaking of which, here he goes again. He's in our slipstream. Well, no, he wasn't in our slipstream, which cost him because Hulkenberg's in my slipstream. We're boxing Hulkenberg in. Hulkenberg can't go anywhere. So me and Albon both boxed him in as Albon's lunged up our inside there. Will we be able to hold around the outside like we've done many times before after these 9 laps? He's still going around our outside though. We're going to have DRS as we go down the start finish straight, which is good because we're going to have the position as well as we run around the final corner. But Hulkenberg also managed to get past the young Thailand driver. And speaking of which, on lap 10 he goes with DRS. He's pulled out of our slipstream and he's going past us. He's going to have more momentum than us. We're going to go round his outside. Are we into this hairpin? Yes, we're going to try it. He's good on the curb. Let's give him a little bit less momentum down this short dash towards the final corner there. We've got 2 laps until we're coming into the pits, so let's make him count as we lose the... well, we don't lose anything. We lose grip more than anything because we go wide in the final corner. But lap 11, start back straight once again. This very long back straight where we've had most of the action this Grand Prix. This back straight and start finish straight have been where the most action is, but Hulkenberg's going for us again. We're going to go round his outside. Are we? Yes, we will. Will we hold a position? And we're going to get a better exit. We're losing the back end just a tad. We got a little bit better exit than the German. We're going to have the inside line and DRS towards turn 1 as well. So we're still holding back. There's a lot of battling, but we're holding this position. But lap 12, once again, here comes the German. He's going to go to our inside. He's pulled out of our slipstream already, and he's going to have DRS now, and he's just going to blare past us. Are we going to cut back into his slipstream? We're going to try. We're going to use we're going to nab a little bit of his slipstream. We're going to go up this inside, late move. He's locked up. He's seen us in his mirrors, and he's locked up, and we've got the position back. P11. Lucas Weber is he's just ploughed away as we come into the pits on lap 12. 12 laps the softs can do. We're going to go on to the hard tyres for the remainder of the 16 laps that are left of this Grand Prix. Where will we? Well, we're going to come out at 19th place as we're going for the undercut on all the AI. We're going to be undercutting every single AI on the grid, which is fantastic. Well, hopefully it's fantastic at least. It should give us a little bit of time over the cars, but a 1.9 second pit stop. Late going because the game is just like that for some reason. I'm not sure why. And we're going to come out of the pits in 19th place. Yeah. We're going to come out of the pits in 19th place. Last place, but we will have clear air to try and set some fast lap times. But lap 13, Carlos Sainz is now out of the Grand Prix. So that's a free position for us already as we go past this stricken car on the left hand side of the track there on the outside of the track. But lap 14, going on to lap 50, no, going on to, well, just lap 14. Perez one of the Saubers as well as one of the Toro Rossos were in. And once again, Hulkenberg, Norris, and another one of the Toro Rossos are in. And we have gained a little bit of time on Hulkenberg for the undercut. Not really much because at lap 16, here he comes. He's going to have a go on us. Once he's done, what he's done before the pit stop is still continuing all the way through this race. I feel it's going to continue through. He's up our inside. He's got the inside line. We're going to go later on the brakes. Hold it around his outside. Once again, we're going to get a better exit than the German this time, but he's on the second phase of the exit. He goes a little bit better. We're going to go and have the inside line for turns, the final corner. I'm not sure what number it is, but we've managed to hold on to P11. For that lap, we've got 12 laps to go to hold on to P11. It's not a points paying position, but if someone retires ahead of us, it will be, which hopefully happens, to be honest. As Hulkenberg goes up our inside once again into this hairpin. Round the outside. I've repeated this move about 10 times now with Hulkenberg. Just either get the move done or piss off, because it's getting a bit repetitive as we go into the final corner. Once again ahead, but he's going to have DRS down the start finish straight. We'll just give Hulkenberg the chance to take P11 from us. More than likely, if he gets the position done before we get into turn 1, which he's already done. He's side by side into turn 1. Turn 2's next. He's going to have the inside line for that. And we've gone a bit slowly, and yeah, we've basically just given up the position there because we broke, we lifted off a little bit more than what we should have into the first snail section of the track, as Norris is now having a look up our inside. Going into turn like 11, 10, 11, 12, I don't really know. I need to learn this Chinese track and the corner names and stuff, but Norris has done the under and over on us, but we're going to have slipstream, and Rich Mix will we whack it up into... No, we won't. We'll keep it standard road. We might as well, as DRS has now been enabled and open for Norris. He's defending the inside line, but even with that happening, with that Renault power unit, we're still going to swoop around his outside. So what we did at Hulkenberg for many laps, we've just done on the fellow Brit on the grid. But lap 22, 1 lap later, here comes Norris again. We're going to have the inside line this time in Rich Mix as well, so it's going to be a little bit harder for Norris as he's got to go around the outside. But yeah, we're going to squeeze him out on the exit of the hairpin, and we managed to hold on to P12 once again. But a couple of laps later, here he comes again. He's going to have a good run at us through this long right-hander, and he's already got past us before we even get to the straight properly. We're going to go and try and get a slipstream. He goes all the way to the right-hand side. He literally, if he went any righter, he would have been off the track. He has got DRS though, and we're trying to stay in the slipstream as much as possible. Are we going to launch up his inside? No, we're not. He's going to go and make the corner smaller for him, so we're going to hold it round his outside. He cuts the curb, and it's squeezing us. He's giving a good old squeeze there, and he's managed to get ahead of us going into the final corner. But we're going to have DRS as he brakes very early there. He doesn't need to brake that much. We're going to have DRS and this Mercedes power unit, which is overpowered. Look at this slipstream, easy pickings up the inside before we even get to turn 1 on lap 26. We've got 3 laps left to hold on to this 12th place. We're not going to get any points this Grand Prix, I highly doubt. But lap 27, a lap later, here he goes up our inside into the hairpin, and we're going to do the same move we've done the all Grand Prix. Go a little bit deeper into the corner and just tighten up the curve, rotate the car around the hairpin, and we're actually going to cut across him before we get to the final corner there, and we're going to hold on to P12. But lap 28, Lewis Hamilton wins and breaks the Ferrari streak, which is of only 2, but that's the first time Mercedes has won, I'm pretty sure. He wins the Chinese Grand Prix. We've got 2 more corners to go to hold off Lando Norris for this P12 position. He's up our inside. We're going to get, once again, holding around the outside, the famous move that I've now made famous just by saying that. 1 more corner to go. Norris is nowhere to be seen. He's going to have DRS, but it's not going to be enough because the slide is there, and we're going to come home for a fantastic P12 in this Chinese Grand Prix. No points though, bit unfortunate, but hey, we had a lot of action into that hairpin. Like, we managed to defend quite a lot. That's the thing with this Williams career. We are going to have to be defending until this car gets, like, beastly. We're going to have to do a lot of defending. As Lewis Hamilton climbs out his car, Chinese Grand Prix race winner. Bottas also on the podium. I think he got 2nd place. So that's a 1-2 for Mercedes. I know, in real life, it's their first 1-2 of the season. Actually no, Perez, Bottas got 3rd, so I'm sorry about that. Sebastian Vettel once again is on the podium though, in 2nd place, with a please wait sign over the F1 logo. So F1 kind of shafted himself there. Even as a logo right behind where I just looked. I'm an idiot. Champagne is spraying. So congratulations to Lewis Hamilton. I don't know where our teammate finished. And he's definitely not in the points, I know that for sure. I'm going to say, I think he finished like P17 probably. No, in Russell, actually P14. That's actually pretty good. We was told if we got passed by Lando, and then the next car behind us would have been our teammate. So that is kind of close, to be honest with you. I didn't expect our teammate to be there, but we've still got 0 points on the board for this career mode. I know we're in a Williams, but still, I want to be able to get some points. If we had more aerodynamics, then we probably might have got points this Grand Prix, to be honest, because we don't really need to upgrade our power unit just yet, because it's still so good, especially in this, like, tracks, like, well, the stuff, the long straight down here and the start finish straight, like, was good. So, go around Italy, it's going to be godlike, I bet. But we are the highest, we are actually the highest,
good day today.
Team without any points in the drivers constructors championship, but we've got to speak to Claire. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I don't know what I answered. Our area of the package is nothing else on track, so that is kind of that's going to help us get a little bit of discount on the aero. You looked really controlling your car out there, and I'm thrilled to support during the race. I'm thrilled with my team support during the race. It's the start of the season. How do you think you're going to go? Things are going for you, and yeah, I'm going with a great team like this. I can't fail.
Great.
I say that Williams isn't exactly a race-winning team right now. They've won races in the past, but the past is the past and not now. Once again, we get equal points as George Russell going in for the drivers' rivalry. I'm not actually going to get a rival until I beat George or get at least a decent car, because I feel like if I do, I'm just going to keep losing that and lose reputation. So it's going to be reputation, which is going to be a bit annoying. But we do get 400 resource points, so 805 in total now. That is enough for a minor upgrade to be able to go on this car. I don't know if I will be going for a minor upgrade. Knowing me and knowing that I have the points, I probably will be going for one.
Performing well against your rival can
but we got another transcript from Lucas here. It was a good race for Chris Harfield. What kind of ex-teammate would I be if I wasn't? Seriously though, they're one of the most like consistent and stuff. So he's giving us praise, so cheers mate. We haven't had one from Devon Butler, I don't think, unless we had on Australia, but I didn't read it. But we are looking at the aerodynamics upgrade. We'll be going for another upgrade on this car. I feel like the rear downforce, just to level it out, just to balance the car, is probably where we do an upgrade if we was going to do an upgrade. Chassis maybe, it might help doing a chassis one at like tracks like Monaco and stuff, or maybe a drag update. I'm definitely not going to go for that front downforce just for now, but we are going to go for a drag. So that's going to help us. That's going to make us even more straight line speed. Like that's going to make our straight line speed so much better. But yeah, I was here faff-assing about with the components, thinking about changing it, but I wanted to just waste this engine. Well, not waste it, but wear it as much as possible before wearing another one. But anyway, that's going to be in this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in Azerbaijan to the next video. I've been Sigid Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.